Bobby Boulders. Oh, that's all I'll say. I don't know if you even knew I had this little channel here or whatever. But anyway, the Papa John's thing, uh, from where I come down, I don't come down on it as a Republican Democrat thing at all. In fact, uh, I come down on it on the side of this guy has his own company. He should be able to do what he wants with it. He doesn't owe anyone anything. He doesn't owe any of his employees a job any more than uh, they owe him work. They can leave if they want. They can come if they want. It's an agreement that they made with the company that they'll make pizzas or deliver pizzas or whatever capacity that they have at the job. They're going to do it for the guy. And so along comes some politicians and says, hey, oh, by the way, you have this many employees. Now you have to give them this much health insurance, or I'm simplifying it obviously, but I don't agree with that at all. Um, I think it's ridiculous, and for politicians to expect that this stuff all happens in some sort of a vacuum, that everything is going to be the same. They pass their little regulations and put constraints and requirements on businesses and then think they're going to operate in the same manner, so they'll be able to extract X amount of wealth from them without them adjusting the way they do business. It's freaking pie in the sky, and it's ridiculous. And politicians of all stripes will make these decisions this way. That's why this whole tax the rich scheme that the liberals seem to always want to go toward. They figure if they tax the rich, they look at how much wealth there is there, and they calculate that based on current conditions, you know, uh, for getting, or maybe not, just getting the votes of the people that will cheerlead for them. But anyway, I'm off topic. So my the whole idea that when I look at these images that we had on Facebook, my deal isn't necessarily defending the Papa John CEO slash owner or whatever he is. My thing is the utter failure of the comprehension of the people that are posting these things, not you that are making the things. Um, when you're talking about protest, he's not protesting Obamacare. He's not saying, okay, I don't agree with Obama, so I'm going to do this in protest and cut people's hours or whatever. No, he's calculating this because he owes not only his employees, he doesn't really owe his employees, he owes the investors in his business, because it's a publicly traded corporation. This Papa John's is I don't know if it's, yeah, it is. It is a publicly traded company. So he has investors, and he owes them uh, to do as the CEO, as the owner, he owes those investors the best of his, to be able to make that stock price go as high as he can. He has to put his work into making that company as valuable as possible. And taking a $6 to $8 million a year hit is, isn't exactly going to do that for those investors. The people that are working there that aren't getting these benefits, or whatever, if it's so simple, if this guy's so rich, just buy a whole bunch of stock in his company, and everybody will get rich. But it doesn't work that way. They take risks, you know. You said you're 99.99% sure you work harder than this guy. Well, you're looking at the other end of a 30-year, I think, venture of his. I think he started it in the 80s, if I remember. I remember when it started. I think it was just when I was joining the army. So 30 years later, but I'm sure he busted his ass to get to where he's at right now. Uh, anyway, figured I'd put this out there because sometimes Facebook is, when I'm just typing. I'm a pretty matter of fact guy. Don't get upset about things. And you were talking about me defriending you or something yesterday. I don't know why I would want to do that. I make my comments as I see them, and I don't have any animosity toward people that I disagree with about different things. I think, like I said before, I think me and you agree on more than we disagree if we sat down and had a beer, or better yet, a few drams of scotch together. So anyway, for all those other people out here that'll see this on YouTube, you know, it was a private conversation. I just figured I'd make this video. So anyway, talk to you later, Bobby.